Hi, my dear friends. Ready for another challenge? Let's do it. I'm going to show you some short videos and ask a question. You need to watch that video and answer those questions. This is the first one, the first question. So first, I'll show the question. You have some time to read it. Then I'll play the video twice. You have two chances to watch the video and answer the question. Some of them are easy, some of them are a bit tough. And at the end of the video, I'll review everything we learned from these short videos. So, the first question, take a look.
Jake!
Hey girl!
Oh, don't hey girl me. You weren't even gonna look at me? You lost a lot of weight, huh?
Oh, hey, hello, back off.
Jake!
Hey girl!
Oh, don't hey girl me. You weren't even gonna look at me? You lost a lot of weight, huh?
Oh, hey, hello, back off.
All right, now let's listen to the video again sentence by sentence. I'll explain and analyze it, and then we can answer the question. At first, the first sentence.
Jake!
Hey girl!
Oh, don't hey girl me. You weren't even gonna look at me?
She said, hey Jake. Jake said, hey girl. Then she said, don't hey girl me. What does it mean? It's something you use in daily conversations. Don't hey girl me means don't call me hey girl. Okay? When someone is mad at you, is angry, they may use this. Another example. Imagine a husband is talking to his wife. The wife is mad at the husband. The wife is angry. The husband says, hey honey. She says, don't honey me. It means don't call me honey. Hey sweetie. Don't sweetie me. It means don't call me sweetie. Hey sir. Don't sir me. It means don't call me sir. This is very common in daily conversations. Now let's watch the rest of the video.
You weren't even gonna look at me?
Then the girl said, you weren't even gonna look at me. It means you didn't want to look at me. You weren't even going to take a look at me or look at me.
You lost a lot of weight, huh?
Oh, hey, hello, back off.
Then she said, you lost a lot of weight. Here's the answer to the question. So he used to be heavier, but now he has lost weight and he is thinner now. So the correct answer is number one. He used to be heavier. So lose weight. The opposite is gain weight or put on weight. So you see someone after some time and you can use these two sentences. You lost weight or you've lost weight. It means you are thinner. Or you've gained weight. You've put on weight. It means you have become fatter. But fat is not polite, is not good for daily use. We don't call someone you are fat. It's rude. So you can say you've lost weight or you've put on weight. It means you have become fat. Okay? Now watch the rest.
Oh, hey, hello, back off.
Then the other girl said, oh, hey, hello, back off. Back off. Back off means stay away. Move backward. For example, when two people are fighting, someone may say, hey, back off. Back off means move away or stay away or keep away. Don't come any closer. Back off. So these are the things we learned from this video. Now, ready for number two. So the answer is number one. He used to be heavier because the girl said you lost weight. Number two, here's the question. Which is true? She can pay from her house. The boy will pay for her. She doesn't have to pay. Now watch the video.
How much do I owe you?
It's okay. It's on the house.
How much do I owe you?
It's okay. It's on the house.
Well, the girl said, how much do I owe you? Owe. Owe means when you have to pay some money to someone. For example, I borrowed some money from you. I borrowed $100 from you last week. Now I owe you $100. It means I have to pay you back $100. This is owe. Or sometimes you feel that you made someone angry or sad. You did something and you made someone sad. So then you can say, I owe you an apology. It means I should apologize to you. I should give an apology to you. I owe you. So here the girl said, how much do I owe you? It means how much money should I pay back, for example. Then the boy said, it's okay. It's on the house. What does it mean? It's on the house is a very common sentence. Usually in restaurants or bars. It's on the house means it's free. You are our guest. You don't have to pay for this. It's free. For example, I went to a fancy restaurant last week. I paid $200 for the dinner, but the dessert was on the house. It means the dessert was free. I was their guest. I didn't have to pay for that. So when someone says it's on the house, it means you don't have to pay. It's free. So the correct answer is 3. She doesn't have to pay. Now, video number 3. Here's the question. He didn't want any. It's about a customer at a restaurant. He orders something. He didn't want any. 1, mayonnaise. 2, dressing. 3, eggs. Now watch the video and try to answer the question.
Miss? I asked for no dressing.
You sure?
Positive. Yeah, this dressing contains mayonnaise and I'm allergic to eggs. Miss? I asked for no dressing.
You sure?
Positive. Yeah, this dressing contains mayonnaise and I'm allergic to eggs.
So at first he said, hey miss, I asked for no dressing.
Miss? I asked for no dressing.
It means I told your coworker, and I don't want any dressing on my food. Dressing is things they add, they use to decorate your food, like sauce or ketchup or mayonnaise or anything they add on the food. So I asked for no dressing. I didn't want any dressing. Then she said, are you sure? He said, positive.
You sure?
Positive.
It means yes, I'm sure. I'm sure about that.
Yeah, this dressing contains mayonnaise and I'm allergic to eggs.
Then he said, this dressing contains mayonnaise and I'm allergic to eggs. So mayonnaise is made with eggs. So we have 3 different things: dressing, mayonnaise, and eggs. So he didn't want any dressing at first. So the answer to the question is dressing. He didn't ask for dressing. Why? What's the reason? Because this dressing contains mayonnaise, and mayonnaise contains eggs, and he is allergic to eggs. That's the reason. Okay? Now let's watch.
I'm allergic to people with allergies. You don't hear me whining.
Excuse me?
Then she said, her answer was very rude. She said, I'm allergic to people with allergies. You don't hear me whining. Whine means nag. It means, okay, you are allergic to eggs, and I'm allergic to people with allergies. But I don't nag. I don't start nagging. So you stop nagging. Stop whining. Whine means nag. So you don't hear me whining. You don't hear me nagging about my allergy.
Excuse me? I'd like to speak to the manager.
Okay. Hi. You wanted to speak to the manager? What seems to be the problem?
We learned 2 new words. 1, I'm allergic to. What are you allergic to? Write in the comments the things that you are allergic to. So this is how we use it. I'm allergic to. For example, I'm allergic to eggplants. So what are you allergic to? Write in the comments. And the second word was whine. It means nag, complain. You don't hear me whining. You don't hear me complaining about it. Now, let's watch the next video. This is a short one. The question, which is true? The girl hates that place. The man hates that place. They both hate that place. Listen and try to answer.
I want to be your assistant.
Really? You hate it here.
So do you. I want to be your assistant.
Really? You hate it here.
So do you.
At first, she said, I want to be your assistant. Okay? And then he said, really? You hate it here. You hate it here. It means you hate this place. You hate this office. Now listen.
You hate it here.
So do you.
What was that? It was very fast. So do you. So do you means you do too. So the man said, you hate this place. She said, so do you. It means you hate this place too. So the answer is C. They both hate this place, but they have to work there.
I'll make sure you don't have to go to any meetings.
Then she said, I'll make sure you don't have to go to any meetings. Because he was lazy and all he wanted was an assistant like her. I make sure you don't have to go to any meetings. You can stay here and...
If anyone comes to see you, I'll scare them away.
If anyone comes to see you, I'll scare them away. If anyone wants to see you, I'll do something, I'll scare them, and they will leave. They will go away. Like what she does right now. Watch the rest of the video.
If anyone comes to see you, I'll scare them away.
Wait, April, if you had to choose between these two ties...
You're hired.
And then in the end, the man said, you're hired. It means, yeah, that's the kind of assistant I'm looking for. You're hired. I want you. The last question. The question says, which is true about the man? He is her new driver. It's about a man and another lady. He is her new driver. He is not the driver she asked for. He is covering his co-worker. Now watch the video.
You're not my regular guy.
He's sick. They called me to fill in at the last moment.
Callahan Car Service.
Zoe Morgan, you changed my driver.
Could you answer? It wasn't that difficult. So let's analyze the video. At first, the woman said, you are not my regular guy. It means you are not my regular driver. You are not the driver that the company sends to me every day. Because she used to have another driver. But now who are you? You are not my regular guy, my regular driver. Now listen.
You're not my regular guy.
He's sick. They called me to fill in at the last moment.
He's sick. They called me to fill in at the last moment. So the regular driver is sick. And this driver is filling in for that driver. So fill in means cover. When your coworker is sick or can't go to work, you cover them or you fill in for them. This is very common in everyday sentences. Fill in for somebody. It means to work instead of somebody. So your driver was sick. Now today I'm working instead of him. So I'm filling in for him. So they filled me. It means the company, the manager, called me to fill in at the last moment. At the last moment is fixed. For example, he changed his mind at the last moment. So we learned fill in or fill in for somebody, work instead of somebody, or at the last moment. Now we learned 10. So the answer is 3. He's covering. So fill in means cover. He's covering his coworker. His coworker was sick, the regular driver. He's covering him. Now we learned 10 new words and phrases from this video. Let's review them. The first one, don't hey girl me. Don't call me hey girl. Don't honey me. Don't sweetie me. Don't sir me. You can use them all. Number 2, lose weight. You lost weight. It means you have become thinner. The opposite, you've gained weight or you've put on weight. It means you have become heavier, but we don't use fat. Be careful. Heavy is better. Number 3, back off. Hey, back off. Move away. Stay away. Back off. Number 4, owe. I owe you $100. I think I owe you an apology. I should apologize to you. Number 5, it's on the house. It means it's free. You don't have to pay for it. It's on the house. Number 6, be allergic to something. I am allergic to eggplants. What are you allergic to? Write in the comments. Number 7, whine. You don't hear me whining. Whine means nag. Oh, it's very cold today. It's very hot today. I don't like it. I like that. Some people always nag or whine or complain. They have the same meaning. Number 8, I'll scare somebody away. If someone wants to meet you, I'll scare them away. I'll do something that they go away. Scare them away. Number 9, so do I, so do you, so will he. It means, so here means to, but we use so in the beginning of the sentence. So do I, so do you. To end of the sentence, you do too. So did you did too. So will I will too. Okay? And number 10, fill in for somebody. It means to work instead of your coworker. Fill in. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Take a screenshot of those 10 new words and phrases and review them. Take care. See you soon.